5 members walk onto a Japanese television set for the very first time. While thousands of miles away, fans are waiting to see how the moment unfolds. This is SB19's first ever appearance on Japanese TV. And by the end of this story, you'll understand why so many people are already calling it one of the biggest moments in their international journey so far. It happened on Day, a well-known Japanese morning program watched by audiences who, for the most part, had never heard of SB19 before that broadcast. For those viewers, this was a first introduction. For ATIN watching from around the world, it was something closer to a milestone they had been waiting years for. But here's what makes the timing so interesting. SB19 didn't just show up in Japan for a quick TV segment and leave. They landed in the middle of one of the busiest, highest-stakes stretches of their entire career, one that includes a slot at Summer Sonic 2026, one of Japan's biggest music festivals. So why put a television appearance before the festival stage? That single decision says more about SB19's strategy than it might seem at first. When the Day hosts introduced the group, they didn't just say the name SB19 and move on to the next segment. They laid out the receipts. They talked about the group's growing footprint outside the Philippines, and one achievement stood out above the rest: SB19's performance at Lollapalooza in Chicago. That single festival credit did a lot of work in that introduction. In just a few seconds, it told Japanese viewers this wasn't a group testing unfamiliar waters. This was a group that had already shared a stage with some of the biggest names in global music, and now they were standing in a Tokyo studio. Then came the part almost nobody expects from a first television appearance in a new country. Instead of a stiff, formal sit-down interview, Day threw SB19 straight into a game segment with the hosts. And that's where the real magic happened. Language wasn't really the focus here. What came through was the members' personality, the laughter, the reactions, and the chemistry they had with the hosts. It felt natural, and that made the segment much more engaging. For a lot of viewers meeting SB19 for the first time, this was the moment they actually connected. Not the achievements list. Not the introduction. The people behind it. For an artist entering a new market, getting people to notice you is only the first step. The harder part is giving them a reason to remember you. And during the Day segment, SB19 had plenty of moments that did exactly that. For some Japanese viewers, this may have been their first real introduction to SB19 and to P-pop. And unlike a music video, a television appearance gave them a chance to see the members themselves. Then the tone shifted completely. After the laughter and the games settled down, SB19 performed their latest single, Lawless. And that's when the same audience who had just been laughing along got to see an entirely different side of the group. And that performance may have been the part that stayed with viewers the longest. Seeing SB19 switch from a relaxed game segment to a full live performance showed that they weren't just there to make a good first impression, they were there to show what they could actually do. And with Summer Sonic only days away, Japanese viewers now had something more to look forward to, seeing that same energy on a much bigger stage. Playful 1 minute, fully focused the next. That contrast gave viewers a quick look at both sides of SB19, the personalities behind the group and the performers on stage. Some viewers may have connected with the interview, others with the game, and others with the Lawless performance. But whichever part caught their attention, they all got a better sense of who SB19 were. Back home, and across ATIN communities scattered around the world, the reaction was immediate. Clips, screenshots, and reaction posts spread across social media within hours of the broadcast airing, time-stamped, subtitled, and shared by fans who wanted every corner of the fandom to see it in real time. For a fandom that has tracked SB19's climb for years, this wasn't just another update to celebrate. It was proof. For longtime ATIN, seeing SB19 introduced on mainstream Japanese television was a clear sign of how far the group has come. What started with building an audience in the Philippines was now reaching a completely different market. That contrast says a lot about how far SB19 have come. A group that once had to fight for recognition at home was now being introduced to a Japanese television audience by hosts who knew their story. So what happens after the cameras stop rolling on Day? As it turns out, this broadcast was only the opening move. SB19's Japan trip was just getting started. Next on the calendar is Summer Sonic 2026 itself, with performances scheduled for Osaka on August 14th and Tokyo on August 15th. Two of Japan's biggest cities, and two fresh chances to win over festival crowds who may have only just met SB19 through a television screen days earlier. And even after the festival lights go down, the Japan chapter keeps going. SB19 are set to meet their Japanese ATIN directly at the Eye was their Thanksgiving fan meet in Yokohama, turning what started as a television introduction into something far more personal and up close. Put those three moments together and the Japan plan starts to make sense. Television introduces them, Summer Sonic puts them in front of a live crowd, and the fan meet gives them a chance to connect with Japanese ATIN directly. Japan is a difficult market to break into, which makes the sequence even more interesting. SB19 aren't relying on one appearance. Every time they step onto an international stage, whether it's a major festival lineup or a Japanese morning show, they're also carrying P-pop itself into rooms it has never occupied before. It's also bigger than SB19. Every international stage they reach gives P-pop another chance to be seen by people who may never have encountered it before. And SB19 are doing that without losing what makes them Filipino. So go back to that opening image. They're stepping onto a Japanese television set for the first time, with an entirely new audience getting to know them. It was more than just a TV appearance. It was the first step in their Japan chapter. The interview introduced them. The game segment let them be fully themselves. Lawless proved exactly what they can do on a stage. And everything's still ahead. Summer Sonic, the Yokohama fan meet, is going to build directly on what started with this single appearance. From the Philippines to Chicago and now Japan, SB19 keep adding new stages to their journey. And with Summer Sonic and the Yokohama fan meet still ahead, their Japan story is only getting started. So which part stood out to you the most? The interview, the game segment, or the performance? Let us know in the comments, and stay close, because SB19's Japan story is far from finished. If you enjoy videos like this and want to stay updated on SB19 and the growing world of P-pop, subscribe to Vyntra P-pop. There's a lot more coming.